So you're looking at what might actually be the most mind-blowing way to game right now in 2025. Not a monitor, not a headset, just a pair of OLED XR glasses that turns your handheld or your laptop into a massive floating 3D screen. You can work on it, you can watch movies on it, but for me, the real question was, can you actually game on it in 3D? Let's find out. I spent the last few weeks testing it everywhere, on my Ayaneo 3, on my MacBook Pro, and even on my iPhone. And honestly, I wasn't ready for what I was about to see. So a while back, I actually bought the original Luma XR glasses from Amazon. So that was like, I think, a year ago. I was fascinated with the idea of having a portable display right in front of your eyes, anywhere, anytime. Like, it sounded crazy. But in real life, it didn't quite work out for me the way I expected. First of all, it looked weird on my face, like futuristic googles, not glasses. The edges of the screen were also blurry and always out of focus. And after just about 10 minutes, my eyes would start to ache, and that was it for me. So I returned it, told myself maybe someday they'll get it right, and moved on. I didn't even think about XR glasses again until recently. Actually, it started with a comment under one of my videos. I think it was the one where I was reviewing a portable monitor. I think it mentioned specifically the XREAL 1 Pro glasses and not the Viture Luma Pro. But that comment actually stuck with me because, you know, I did like try XR glasses once, but not with handheld gaming pieces. So both XR glasses seemed really amazing and tempting, but I decided to go with the Viture Luma Pro simply because of the myopia adjustment feature. It has up to -4 diopters, while the XREAL doesn't. And that's huge because for someone like me who is not, completely blind but could use a small adjustment, this feature alone can decide if you're gonna love this device or if you're gonna get dizzy all the time while using it. So I reached out to Viture. I wrote to them saying, hey guys, I'm working on some handheld content and I would love to test your new Luma Pro in connection with portable gaming. Would you be interested? And honestly, I didn't expect a reply since, of course, I'm a small channel and I was actually planning to get it on my own anyways, but surprisingly, they got back to me saying that they loved the idea. They only checked out my channel and said, sure, we'll send you a unit to try out, use it for a while and share your honest thoughts with your audience. And that alone actually gave me confidence that they were proud of their product. A few days later, the package arrived, and when I opened it, I was honestly shocked. They didn't just send the glasses, they sent everything. That was totally unexpected, and honestly, it felt good to be a tech YouTuber. The hard work does pay off, so please guys, help me grow even more by liking and subscribing to this channel. And I have to say that the most important thing for me is that they trusted me to tell the story my own way. So I've been using it daily for more than 3 weeks now. And trust me, I have a lot to say. Forget the marketing, forget the hype. Here's the honest truth about what it's like to live with a Viture Luma Pro and how it changes gaming when you pair it with a handheld gaming PC. Let's get into it. So let's start from the outside. The first thing I noticed is that this new version just looks and feels better on my face. It finally, feels like something I could wear in public without feeling like Iron Man's cousin. Even my wife actually noticed. She looked at me and said, this one actually looks good on you. And she's always right. The myopia adjustments are on the top, one for each eyes. They are smooth, precise, and you only need to set them once. The frame itself is made of this semi-transparent material, so you can actually see parts of the internals if you look closely. It gives it this futuristic vibe without being flashy. Then there's the lighting on the side, okay? Each arm lights up with this orange glow when you connect the device. It's called the dual color injection molding. It's not just one static light either. It reacts differently depending on what you're doing. Power on, remove the glasses. Yes, it senses that as well. Enter 3D mode, turn the brightness up or down. Switch color profiles or activate the electrochromic film that tints the glass darker for more immersion. And yes, you can customize the lighting color and temperature if you want. I didn't bother, but I know some people will be interested in doing that. The tempo arms are also adjustable now, and this actually matters because the first time I wore it, I couldn't see the top part of the visual display. Then I tilted the arm slightly upwards and suddenly everything looked perfect. So yeah, don't skip that little adjustment. They also included multi-ergonomic nose pad sizes, which attaches magnetically, so you can easily swap to what fits you best. And the comfort difference is massive when you find your right fit. Now here's something I didn't notice at first: the speakers. They are built-in speakers at the end of each arm that fires sounds directly into your ears, and the quality way better than expected. They are not tiny, not hollow, actually quite full. For casual gaming or movies, you wouldn't think about using AirPods. On the right arm, you've got a small button underneath that activates the electrochromic film when you tap it once, and of course it turns on the 3D mode when you hold it down. On the left, you can power the glasses on or off, change the brightness, volume, or color profile, and the long rocker underneath lets you to fine-tune everything on the fly. The glasses isn't heavy either. After a few hours, you might, feel a bit of warmth near your eyes, but it's not uncomfortable. And finally, you have the cables for connecting the glasses to your device. The side that connects to the right arm of the glass is magnetic and works similarly like the MagSafe on MacBook. You just need to align and bring it closer to the connector, and it's easily snaps in place. And the other end of the cable is a USB-C connector, which you can just plug directly into your device of choice. Pretty simple. So I started testing first of all with my iPhone, since I included the adapter, and trust me, this adapter is a game changer, and I would say a must if you want to get the most from these glasses with your mobile phone. And with this adapter, you can also charge your smartphone while using it with the glasses, so you don't have to worry about it drawing power from your device. But of course, without the adapter, the glasses still works. It's basically plug and play. You connect it to your iPhone or maybe Android, and instantly your phone screen is floating in front of your eyes. Simple as that. But with the adapter, it's a completely different experience, okay? There's an app called the Spacewalker app that you just need to download, and you're good to go. And now when you open the app with the adapter connected, the visual display is locked in place. You will see the app interface as a giant TV just hanging there in front of you. You will also be greeted with some, home page and of course a couple of other apps. And with this app, you now have access to a feature called the Immersive 3D. Now, this feature turns every video that you play into 3D in real time. I honestly wish I could show you guys this, but you just have to take my word for it. And trust me, the display on these glasses looks insanely good. Viture actually calls it 1200p 4K like, and honestly, they are not lying, okay? I know it sounds like marketing talk, but once you see it, you get it. It's sharp, bright, and the colors actually pop, like seriously pop. The display itself also hits 1000 nits, and the visual clarity makes it feel like you're sitting in the front row of a cinema, but better, I would say. So the thing is that the resolution scaling on these glasses works differently. So you shouldn't think about it like regular monitor displays, okay? 1200p really feels and look more like 4K resolution because it's beamed directly into your eyes. Every little texture looks alive. Now, when watching videos or movies on this thing, trust me, it can be really addictive. It's bright, cinematic, immersive, and the built-in audio actually adds that extra depth. Now, the Spacewalker app is Viture's portal for everything XR, and it works across Windows, Mac, and with the adapter and iPhone. Inside the app, you can even access Xbox cloud gaming, which for me was mind-blowing. It also includes streaming services like Netflix, Disney+, YouTube, and you can even use it to watch special videos that you've recorded with your iPhone. Plus, you can also control the whole experience through the glasses, like brightness, dimming, the volume, without ever touching your phone. So even without a gaming PC, you can still game on a massive visual display. You just pair a Bluetooth controller, or in my case, that's 8-bit DO Xbox controller they sent, and it works beautifully. Now, here's where I really wanted to see what this thing could do, and that is plugging it into my Ayaneo 3 handheld device. And first of all, since my handheld actually runs on Windows, I didn't need an adapter. I only had to install the Windows version of Spacewalker directly to the device. Now, the function and interface is completely different from the iPhone version. When you open it, it gives you this 6 display layout option to choose from. You have a single screen layout, dual screen side by side, triple screen stacked vertically, triple screens with 2 in portrait orientation, and an ultra-wide panoramic mode. My favorite, by the way. And after choosing your layout, you can choose between 60Hz, 90Hz, or 120Hz. Hit launch, and suddenly you're teleported to this crazy visual workspace with a display layout that you chose, just locked in space. And again, the screen doesn't move when you move your head. It is just fixed right in front of you, but occasionally you will need to use some shortcut to recenter it because it sometimes swerves a bit to the side. But the brightness, sharpness, and the share size are so good that you forget that you're looking through glasses. You can also customize everything, change the screen position, and even change the visual background. But then there's another app called the Immersive 3D, and this one has one function. It turns everything on your computer into 3D through the glass. Your desktop, web page, literally everything. It also appears as a separate display. And trust me, this one is truly the height of immersion. So of course, I had to test gaming in 3D if it's even possible. But first of all, even without any 3D mode turned on, gaming on this thing, as you may already understand, still looks incredible. It's also plug and play, no adapter required. You connect the glasses, your handheld detects it like any other monitor, and boom, massive screen in front of you, and you're gaming. And the image quality is so sharp that it actually made me to check the resolution because it didn't look like 1200p at all. So basically, you're getting the visual sharpness of 4K display without the performance drop of 4K rendering. Okay, let's go back and talk about the 3D immersive gaming. You see, the first time I tried it was with Black Myth Wukong, okay, and my jaw literally dropped. I felt like I could see every armor detail. They looked so crisp and sculpted, and when it swung the staff, it felt like it was literally about to hit my eyes. Now, the 3D conversion also happens in real time, and it's insanely convincing, but there's a catch, because later on I tried another game while lying down and it started freezing to the point where I had to reboot the device, and it was the same situation. At first, I actually thought, it was the app, but after checking Viture's website, I realized there are hardware requirements for 3D rendering. For movies, you need a minimum of RTX 2050, which is okay, but for gaming, you need at least RTX 4080. And that made sense because when I played Wukong earlier, I had my eGPU connected, an RTX 5070, and that's why it ran perfectly. So yes, you can play games in 3D, but only if your GPU is strong enough. Otherwise, I would say just stick with 2D because even 2D on these glasses already feels beyond next gen. The Spacewalker app on my MacBook Pro is also similar to the one on Windows. You can choose, the same layout options and it works beautifully. So to wrap it up, I'm gonna say after using the Luma Pro glasses for the past couple weeks, I can honestly say this, okay? The way I see portable gaming has completely changed. This thing feels like a glimpse of what the future holds, and I'm all for it. With the electrochromic film, you can make the lens darker when indoors and remove it, when you're outdoors to make it transparent again, making it possible to actually move around without bumping into things. I even tried opening Google Maps once, while walking. Bad idea, don't do that. You're gonna look like a lost cyborg if you do that. The case is also one thing I appreciate. It feels premium. It has a sturdy shell and even a hidden compartment on the back for the cables. When you're done, you just fold the cord, tuck it in, close the lid, clean and organized. Comfort-wise, no major issues. On the software side, Viture is clearly paying attention as well. They've been rolling out regular firmware updates, and some of the early bugs I noticed in my first week, like small UI hiccups, they're already gone. And now when I travel, I don't even need a portable monitor anymore. These glasses are my monitor. And of course, it's not perfect, okay? But I would say it's special where it is right now. Alright guys, that's it for me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget, okay, hit the like button. It's really helped to grow the channel. And of course, tells me that you enjoy honest, no BS reviews like this. That said, thanks for watching. I'm Samson and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.